before we get into this review of Amish Country, I'd like to say the #1 reason I came out here was not to go to Hobby Lobby 25 times, because that's what every store is like. It was to spend time with this incredibly amazing lady, because I don't know that maybe there are some guys that enjoy Amish Country, but I did it because I love this lady. And we had fun. I mean, anything we do when we're together, it's a blast and we have a good time. But unless you love Hobby Lobby, it's probably not your cup of tea for most guys. Maybe, I don't know.
You like Hobby Lobby?
Before we headed over to Berlin, or Amish Country, we took a right turn and we went down to Hershberger Farms, which we liked because it was kind of more Amishy. Is that a word? Mm-hmm. It was more like the Amish, country that we're looking for. They had animals walking around. They had lots of pies and everything you could think of. They had the kettle corn that was cooking. Mm-hmm. They had just...
That was cool too, watching the guy do the fire and the kettle corn. I thought for sure he would burn himself. Look how, seriously, look how close his arm gets to that fire. It's That's how you make popcorn. It's crazy, and that fire is massive. I wouldn't want to make popcorn like that. I'd be scared.
And I'm glad we took that detour and accidentally went down there, because had we not gone down there first, I think we wouldn't have realized that they had so much pies and desserts to choose from, because when we went back in the afternoon about 5 o'clock or 4:30, everything was pretty much gone. The shelves were just about completely bare. And that was like the most Amish Country-esque time that we had, because we joked about it, but a lot of the stores we went into when we were in Berlin, we started looking at some of the tags on the stuff made, clothing and just items, and it would say made in Italy, made in China, made wherever, and I'm like, it seems funny to me that we're in Amish Country and all this stuff is made somewhere else, not in the Amish. But there was one really cool furniture store where we talked about a table, the chairs, and there's some video in there that you'll see as well. But we did like the Amish furniture store. The guy in there was really nice, really informative, really helpful. I was trying to tell him that one of the stools in there wasn't 12 feet tall, or no, wasn't 24 inches, and he quickly showed me with his tape measure that it was 24 inches, and I had no idea what I was talking. I don't even know why I tried to act like I knew, but anyway, it was embarrassing. When we left Hershberger Farms, headed up to Berlin, and again, this was our first time to Amish Country. We had never been there, so we had no clue what to expect. We didn't know what we were doing, so we hit a couple of different stores. We hit that one with the cool little bird thing with the water falls out. Mm-hmm. You liked a lot of the decorations.
I liked everything there. My expectations were different than when we showed up and we started seeing, these just big shops that, I mean, I could have just went to Easton if I wanted to just go shopping and get
Hobby
stuff.
Lobby.
Or Hobby Lobby.
I don't know, we did have a good time. Overall, it was a really good experience and I'd recommend trying it. But someone told us that there's different parts of Amish Country, like we could have went down to Sugar Grove or Sugar Creek or something.
Sugar Creek and Walnut Creek, so we're gonna have to try those next time.
We will definitely try those as well.
If there is a next time.
To see if they're less commercialized, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good word. Commercialized.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. He's right. One time. wasn't made in China, and it was really good. Go to, what is it? Pretzel Nook. Go to Pretzel Nook.
Youngstown is better.
Really?
I am close.
Do you ever wish that you could just get away from it all? That is how I was feeling when I decided that I wanted to go to Amish Country. I wanted to be unplugged, just away from things. I wanted to see how the simple life looked. And it reminded me of a story. One day there was a fisherman laying on a beautiful beach. He had his fishing pole propped up in the sand and he was looking out into the beautiful blue ocean. He was enjoying the nice warm sun on a beautiful day and was hoping to catch a fish. Not too long afterwards, a businessman came walking down the beach and all he wanted to do was relieve the stress of his work day. He noticed the fisherman. So the businessman decided to strike up a conversation and he wanted to know some things. He wanted to know why he was not trying to work harder to provide for his family. He said, you're not gonna catch many fish that way, just sitting there on the beach, sitting in the sun. The businessman decided to give the fisherman some advice saying, don't you understand? You could build up a fleet of fishing boats and you could sail the whole world. You could let all your employees catch all the fish for you. The fisherman said, and what will my reward be? The businessman was full of rage and started yelling at the fisherman. Don't you understand? So you could get rich. Rich. You will never have to work for your living again. You could spend all the rest of your days sitting on the beach watching the sunset and fish. The fisherman looked up and smiled and said, what do you think I'm doing right now? Sometimes I feel like I long for that simplicity of life, and all of us everywhere, we work so hard. We work hard to make money, to get the next thing, to get bigger, better, greater things, and we are totally unsatisfied with our life. And what I really wanted to do in Amish Country was unplug, forget the world, forget working, forget striving for things, and look at how simple life can really be. And unfortunately, I didn't find it there. I didn't see it there. I found that people are still working hard, getting what they want, making money, so that at the end of their life, they can do what? Live a simple life. Isn't that what you want? I know that's what I want. I have to say the Amish were working the simple life, but it seemed like that all the business people came in and wanted to commercialize this place of beauty, this place of simplicity. So what are you working for? Are you working for something bigger and greater, for something more? Are you working that someday you might be able to live the simple life? Maybe what we're striving for shouldn't be what we're striving for. Maybe we should work a little bit harder on being simple. Love you guys, and remember,
don't just live,
really live.
See you next time.